Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your guy Netty here. And most of you that have been following my channel know that I haven't been posting videos lately, right? But today, I'm back with a new video, and this I saw something on YouTube, and I thought, why not check it out? So let's check out this 15 doors that can never be opened, man. But you know the drill. My name is Natty Elk, and if this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel, and please consider subscribing before you leave, right? But if not, welcome back. So this whole thing got me thinking, there's so many mysteries out there, and there's so much that we don't really know. So I don't really know what's going on here, man, but you let me know what you think, okay? And with that being said, let's check this video out, man, and salute.
We've all heard stories of haunted castles or pirates' buried treasures. But what if I told you there are places like that today in real life? Some are hidden.
I think everything that is projected in movies, or everything that movies shows, a lot of movies show, is basically from real life. It's not something that's made up, unless you talk about of course there's certain movies that have scenes that are just from people's imaginations, but like Indiana Jones, that thing, I think there's just so many things that we shouldn't overlook. Yeah, so let's go.
And secret. Some are protected by military. From a hotel designed to kill its guests to Pablo Escobar's post-mortem surprise, here are 15 mysterious doors that can never be opened. Number 15.
I must even warn you guys, I've never done something like this, and my YouTube skills are not really great, but I hope as time goes on I'm going to get better at this. This is my first reaction video, so I don't really know what I'm going to find or what we are going to find. So anyway, let's go.
Padmanabh Swami Temple. The Padmanabh Swami Temple is a hot spot for supernatural activities in India. It was built in the 6th century AD, and since then it has been reformed by the Travancore royal family. It's important to note that the Travancores are believed to be the direct descendants of a saint, which gives them a lot of mystical power. In 2011, a group of 7 men decided to excavate under the temple to look for a secret treasure believed to be there. They discovered 6 huge vaults protected by strong doors made out of iron. What they found inside was greater than what anyone could have ever imagined. There were hundreds of bags full of ancient gold coins, diamonds,
money in the bank. That's straight money in the bank, clean money in the bank, man. I wouldn't even think twice. I would take that, and I don't know if I don't know, man. That's just clean money in the bank.
Gemstones, jewelry. There was one door that remained unopened, though. As hard as they tried, nothing was moving. Very quickly, everyone involved in the expedition realized that they should have never opened these doors. The leader of the group died prematurely months later, and an observer tragically lost his mother soon after. These men were cursed. Legend has it, the last
Come to think of it, there are certain doors that should remain shut, and I don't think anyone should open them. Imagine, what if you're opening a door that's going to let something out, something even worse than COVID, or practically something that's going to cause the end of the world, man. There are certain, I don't really know, man. Certain doors should just remain shut or something.
This door couldn't be opened because it was sealed by sages using Naga Pasam mantras, aka Serpent Noose. That means no amount of power tools will ever open it. There's one person that knows what is inside that vault, a living descendant of the Travancore family, but he has sealed his lips forever.
Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
Number 14. Emperor Qin's Secret Tomb.
This should be
Emperor Qin's underground
Qin is actually a Chinese name, so this should be Chinese secret tomb. I think this one is in Xi'an or somewhere. Like I don't really know. I've forgotten, man.
mausoleum was discovered in 1974 by 5 brothers. Guarding the actual tomb were 7,000 terracotta warriors to protect their master for all eternity. And at the gates of the chamber, traps were made that would fire arrows into anyone who dared to enter. With such a display of aggression, would you still go inside? The 5 brothers did, but they soon regretted it. They started feeling some discomfort at the site, and after the excavation, they all, sooner rather than later, suffered an untimely death. In the Terracotta Warrior's chamber, there's a simulation of the 2 rivers of China, but it's believed that what ran through them wasn't water, but liquid mercury, which would have killed anyone who stepped foot in there. And if not kill, at least drive them mad forever. The doors to the tomb where the
Man, you know how much money is there if the mercury is present or was present, though? Like, damn, that's clean money in the bank. Everything has to do with money. I hear stories like this and I'm thinking, ching ching ching.
Emperor's remains have never been opened. Nobody knows what could be behind them. Historic records say it's the richest tomb of all time. They say inside it there are palaces filled with treasures. Qin was the first emperor of China. He ascended to the throne at only age 13, and he immediately started building his mysterious tomb. It took 38 years and 700,000 workers to complete it. Number 13. Murder Hotel. H.H. Holmes is believed to be the most prolific.
You know, just the name itself sounds like, like very good horror movie. Like I wouldn't even go to such hotels, man. Like if I hear this kind of hotel, I wouldn't even stick my foot in. I wouldn't even touch the doors, or I don't even know, man. I wouldn't even be at least a few feet near this hotel. I'll keep my distance.
Serial killer in the United States. He admitted to 27 victims, but everyone thinks it was closer to 200. How could he have killed so many people? Well, he built a murder hotel, literally. His hotel was designed to lure in the victims, confuse them, kill them, and finally dispose of the bodies. There were rooms that were gas chambers, others had buckets of acid, most doors could only be opened from the outside, and some led to a solid wall. Lots of rooms were soundproof to drown the horrific screams of the victims, and there were chutes everywhere to throw the corpses to the basement just like trash. There were irregular floors to make you stumble and feel dizzy. There were stairs going nowhere. The entire place was like a death labyrinth, and only Holmes knew the floor plan of the hotel. He actually hired many different architects to do different parts of it so nobody would know the whole design. In the basement, he disposed of the bodies, sometimes by burning them, sometimes by burying them in quicklime ditches. When he was arrested, the police found there human hair, bones, dried blood, and lots of utensils to dismember a human corpse. I've heard of 6 serial killers before, but this one sure wins the prize. Number 12. The Taj Mahals Basement. There have been many disputes over the years about the true origin of the Taj Mahal. Some believe the official story that it was made in 1832 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. But some people believe that the structure used to be a place of worship for Lord Shiva. There are also others who think it was built as a mosque. All these different hypotheses are very difficult to prove or disprove because only a very small portion of the palace is even open to the public. There is, however, a very mysterious door that leads to the basement of Mumtaz's tomb, which has been sealed for a very long time. But it's raised a lot.
Someone really knows what's behind that domain. Like, there's always that one person. There's always that one person. But such things should be shared with with certain people. Or there should be a record of whatever is behind that door. This is how things are lost in time or history. Just look at the pyramids of Giza, or just like basically the pyramids that we see on Earth. No one really knows how they were made or how to get inside, or even if you get inside, you don't we know little about them, man, because the people that really know what was going on either took the secrets to the grave, or they never kept records. You get my point, right? I don't even know what they were trying to hide, but I'm sure they had very good reasons.
A lot of concern because of the paranormal activity. They say that the door leads to the actual tomb, and what the public can visit is just a copy. If that's the case, why go through so much trouble to replicate an entire tomb? What could possibly be down there? Many people have petitioned to open that door, but it's always been denied. Could it be haunted by Mumtaz's spirit? What do you think? Number 11. Treasure under Machu Picchu. Terry Jaman, a well-known French archaeologist, has recently discovered a door that was never seen before.
See, I keep saying this every time someone talks about hidden or unopened doors or hidden something. It's all about money in the bank. Let's see what they're going to get from this whatever is in the Machu Picchu.
Before at the Machu Picchu site. Thanks to new electromagnetic equipment, Jaman revealed that the door leads to a hidden chamber behind the walls. This could possibly be a tomb. If that's the case, then they might find there lots of gold and silver, but we can't know for sure. And that's because the Peruvian government is doing everything possible to keep Jaman from opening that door. But why? The door seems to have been sealed by the Incas themselves, and they appear to have never been opened since. So what does the government know that we don't? They finally agreed to let Jaman use his equipment to see what's inside the chamber without having to open it. He discovered a staircase, 2 entrances, and a main room filled with big quantities of unknown metals. He also discovered that the stones sealing the door only serve as a lock, and taking them away wouldn't cause the ruins above it to crumble. But nevertheless, the permission to excavate was once again denied. Not only that, but they have sealed the area around the door so that it's impossible now to even get close to it. What are they protecting? Or what are they protecting us from? Number 10. Onkolo Nuclear Waste Facility.
Oh, no, I would pass on
The
this
Onkolo Nuclear Waste Facility.
Man, I would really pass on this one. I anything to do with nuclear waste, please count me out, man.
Facility is still under construction. The project.
I don't care if there are billions of dollars there, like nuclear waste, and like that's dangerous, man. Like it's not worth it. But I know some people would really do it, but would you?
Consists of finding a way to permanently store nuclear waste. For that, they have built a storage facility that can last between 100,000 and 1 million years, which is the time it takes for nuclear waste to stop being radioactive. Nobody has ever been able to get even remotely close to that goal. Most of today's nuclear waste is stored in temporary facilities that have leakage problems and are quickly becoming a hazard. But the Onkolo project seems to have all the solutions.
Actually, this is very interesting site.
It is being built in Finland, and it's the only project that offers a permanent way to deal with radioactive nuclear waste. Although, if the Earth is still inhabited by human beings in a million years, how do we warn them of not opening the site? If we carve a sign in the entrance, it might not be visible anymore. And who knows, maybe the humans of the future will have long forgotten our languages. So the Finnish team opted for a very peculiar solution: to do nothing. Their argument is that humans always find it very difficult to fight the urge of curiosity, especially when there's a danger sign. So they simply decided to make the facility invisible, hidden inside a rocky mountain where nobody would think to go digging. Number 9. Pablo Escobar's safe. Pablo Escobar has been dead for years, but he still manages to amaze us. He had a mansion in Miami Beach that now belongs to Christian de Boudoir, the king of fried chicken. When he was demolishing Escobar's house to build his own, the workers found an iron-cast safe underneath the concrete foundation. The safe is about 2 feet by 2 feet and weighs around 700 pounds. Christian thinks it contains gold or diamonds, and said jokingly that Pablito is now his new best friend. It wouldn't be a surprise if they find a forgotten fortune. Pablo was known for hiding piles of cash anywhere he could, inside couches, walls, or just holes in the garden. I mean, it's not like he could do a deposit at the bank. They even found another safe at the mansion under a slab of marble floor, but that one was stolen immediately and the police are still investigating the theft. Richard plans to place the safe in a bank vault until the works of his new house are finished. But just in case there are more secret safes, the site is now under 24/7 surveillance. They also plan to search the entire grounds around the mansion. He paid for the land $9.65 million, but at this rate, who knows? Maybe he'll find enough cash stashed at the property to get his money back. Number 8. Sphinx Hall of Records. Legend has it that underneath the Great Sphinx of Giza lays a colossal library that holds ancient texts written by refugees from the lost city of Atlantis. It was a clairvoyant that saw it in a vision back in the 40s. Atlantis is a mythical city that supposedly existed in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Lots of people have gone mad trying to find any proof of its existence. The giant lion with a human head has also always been...
I read somewhere that Atlantis was the northern, in the northern part of Africa. The Sahara Desert. Is it the eye of the Sahara or eye of something? You see, I think I'm going to get this information later on, but yeah, somewhere there. But it's dried up, so no one would even think twice to search there, because people think since it was closer to the Atlantic or in the Atlantic somewhere there, they search for it underwater. They don't even look at the structures around the Sahara. Is it eye of the Sahara or something like that, man? I'm not really sure. You tell me, man.
Been a mystery. Very little is known of who built it, what it means, or how it relates to the nearby pyramids. The world's leading expert in Egyptology spent many years mapping out every square inch of the statue and every cave underneath it looking for the library, called the Hall of Records, but it was all in vain. Ironically, in one of the digs nearby the Sphinx, he did find a forgotten city, but it turned out to be the accommodations for the people who were working on building the giant statue. No signs were ever found of either the Hall of Records or the city of Atlantis, although lots of people still spend their entire lives trying to find them. Number 7. Faberge egg in a Preston bank vault. Faberge eggs are extremely rare and priceless. They belonged to the Russian royal family and only 52 were ever made. Officially, just 46 survived the revolution. Most of the eggs are now in museums around the world, and the Queen of England owns 3. But rumor has it, some of them are being kept in secret. And one egg is believed to be sitting in a bank vault in Preston, UK. How'd it end up there? Well, the vault belonged to Dr. Maxwell Wilcock, who was a traveler and who visited the Soviet Union several times. Today, his family believes he was actually a spy. He often talked about owning a mysterious golden egg, and he was a close...
I hope it is. I didn't know it ever. I'm not sure, man. Like, it's just a thought that clicked. Like, you know, he was a spy, right? And spies are known for getting their hands on certain items and a lot of things, right? So I hope it didn't like just nick it, but I would if I like just one, and I'm set.
Friend with its last known owner. When Maxwell died, his family found very strange things in his home, like thousands of pounds stuffed in his pajamas and very mysterious objects. When they found out about the bank vault, they naturally thought that the egg was there, and considering it could sell for $38 million, they became obsessed with opening that vault. Except the vault will never be opened. Dr. Maxwell didn't arrange for anyone to have access to it after his death, so the bank refuses to let anyone open it. So the Maxwell family might very well be sitting on a small fortune that they just can't put their hands on. Number 6. Mysterious Rock and the Gates of the Gods. The Gate of the Gods is a door carved into stone in a Peruvian region near Lake Titicaca. It measures exactly 23 feet in height and width, with a smaller opening at the bottom. It doesn't lead anywhere, but it's believed to be a gateway to the land of the gods. The Native American people of the area say that only great heroes can pass through it to join their gods and become immortal.
I don't know about you, man, but this sounds interesting, man. Like, you know, you're looking at something and you know it's impossible to open it. But what if, I don't really know, man, like someone, like, it can't be opened, but what if, you know, someone just had to open it? Like, what if it opened? And how would it even open? Because it looks like someone just carved, like, you know, an opening into a rock or something. Damn, city of the gods.
On the right side of the small entrance, there's a circular carving that is supposedly the keyhole, and the key is a gold disc. Legend says there was an Incan priest who was escaping the Spanish conquistadors, and he had the golden key, so he walked for days and nights until he reached the gate. But it was protected by a group of shaman, and upon seeing the key, they all performed a magical ritual that opened the gateway. Then a tunnel appeared and
I knew it. Like, you know, you can't open it with anything, like any man-made thing. Like, there has to be some rituals, or I don't really know, man. Like, the people that lived before us, or the people that came before us, really knew what they were doing. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
and a blue light came out of it, and they all left this earth forever, never to be seen again. It's one of the most mysterious gates in the world. Maybe still today it's being...
But, you know, what if there was maybe like, you know, like a tracker, right? Maybe like, and I wouldn't say spaceship or alien ship just came and took them, but I don't really know, man. I'm just thinking like, you know, like,
guarded by a group of shaman. We just might not be able to see them. Number 5. Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Imagine a vault near the North Pole, and inside it, all the seeds in the world lying there frozen forever. Well, it exists.
I don't think it's all the seeds on Earth, man. There are certain, like, we haven't been to all parts of this world, this planet, man. There are certain parts where people can get to. There are certain types of plants or seeds that we still haven't seen even up to now. Just like we have only explored about 5 to 6% of the oceans. Even like land, there are certain parts where we haven't gone to, and I don't think we're going to go to those parts of land anytime soon. So like, it's not all, like, the majority of the seeds are in there. Poisonous, good seeds, obviously, but the ones that we know of. So I don't think it's all the seeds.
It's the Svalbard Seed Vault. It was built in an island halfway between Norway and the North Pole, and it's designed to withstand any natural disaster ever. Human beings have been freezing seeds and crops for a long time now for safekeeping, so that if a disaster happens or famine creeps up on us, we can replant and rebuild our society. It's kind of like a backup hard drive with all your pics and videos, but for crops. In other similar facilities, there's the danger of the fridges malfunctioning or the power being cut off for whatever reason. But the Svalbard Vault runs without electricity. The thick rock it was carved into and the permafrost of the area surrounding it keeps the precious seeds frozen naturally. It's even been made to survive ocean flooding. This majestic facility can...
But like global warming, ice melting. What if for some weird reason again, like all the ice just melted and
store 4.5 million varieties of crop, and for each crop they keep 500 seeds. Currently, it holds the biggest and most diverse collection of food crops in the world at 1 million samples from all corners of the world. So, in case of a zombie apocalypse, you know where to go to find the seeds for your favorite burger side. Number 4. Area 51. Area 51 is a military facility in Nevada, United States, and it is arguably the most secure Air Force base in the world. Nobody from the general public is allowed anywhere near it, and what goes on inside is up to your imagination because it is top secret. It's even illegal to fly over it, and on Google Earth there used to be a convenient cloud over it. Day and night, always the same cloud. Area 51 is close to 2 other classified military bases, and the entire complex covers more than 2.9 million acres of land. Originally, it was built in 1955, but the CIA acknowledged its existence only in 2013.
I had affidavits of people that worked at the base, and the government would deny the existence of them.
Area 51 has always been used to develop cutting-edge aircrafts and the most advanced espionage programs in the world. But the common consensus of what goes on there is...
this should make you wonder, like, how, like, what else they keep hiding from us, what else is being hidden from the public, we know. And recently I've seen so many videos and so many articles talking about UFOs and the rest and other stuff, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if NASA or someone just announced and gave solid proof that aliens do exist and they are in these parts of the galaxy or something. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, nowadays nothing surprises me that much because everything is kept from the public.
Is very different. In 1947, supposedly, a UFO landed in Roswell, New Mexico, and it's believed that both the aircraft and the extraterrestrial pilots were taken to Area 51 for examination. The rumors got a lot stronger when, in 1989, a man named Robert Lazar claimed to have been involved in studying alien technology there. He was also shown medical photographs of the aliens. So, what do you think? Do you think the government is hiding something from us? Number 3.
There's no smoke without fire. That's one thing I'm going to say. There's no smoke without fire.
3. Banff Springs Hotel Room 873. The Fairmount Banff Springs is one of the oldest hotels in Canada. It certainly is very beautiful, but it has a very dark and gruesome secret. The urban legend says that some time ago, a family of 3 stayed at room 873 on the 8th floor. They were a very loving and normal family, nothing strange or deranged about them. But during their first night at the hotel, for no apparent reason, the father violently murdered his wife and child before killing himself. The hotel is in a very remote location in the middle of inaccessible mountains, so the story didn't spread around the world, but maybe it should have. After police investigation, the room was cleaned and refurbished, and soon after, it opened to guests again. But every single person that slept in that room was woken up in the middle of the night by horrific screams. Bloody handprints appeared on the mirrors and walls that would always re-emerge after the hotel staff cleaned them. After a while, the hotel had no choice but to seal room 873. There were too many complaints. You can still see today the unusual gap between doors 871 and 875, where a door should be. And if you ask the staff about it, they keep their heads down and don't reply. Someone is forbidding them to speak. Number 2. Charlottesville, Virginia, USA. The Charlottesville Bunker is surrounded by secrecy, and it's a very expensive project. There are many bunkers all over the US to protect military and government officials from any kind of attack or natural disaster, even from a nuclear war. But this one's a little special. Since 2007, it has undergone renovations costing more than $61 million, and only the president and...
But you know, when making these bunkers, they should make sure that no one or nothing would really open that door, because there's just one way in, or maybe there's another way out, I'm not really sure. But if there's just one way in and someone managed to open that door, imagine what could happen to everyone inside. Like, just imagine, man.
And very high-ranking officials would be allowed in, not even their spouses. The bunker holds medical facilities, a TV studio for eventual post-attack broadcasts, enough.
So what's the war essence of having such a bunker, man? Like,
food to last for months, living quarters, and probably top-secret documents in case the White House is destroyed.
These are hollowed-out mountains with small cities built inside.
Bunkers are very rarely used. The one under the White House was only used once by Dick Cheney during 9/11. I seem to recall an incident last year with that bunker. Anyway, the government is still investing millions of dollars to keep building new ones. What are they preparing for? What do they know that we don't? It's really scary to think that one day the only people that'll survive will be the ones that could make it to a bunker. Don't you think? Number 1. North Brother Island. North Brother is an island on the East River that sits right across from Rikers Correctional Facility. It holds the ruins of a hospital that was used for treating infectious diseases. They chose to put the hospital on an island to prevent the diseases from spreading to...
Man, they should destroy that bridge. I see there's a bridge there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that bridge should be destroyed, man. You know, a virus can survive in harshest conditions and can live for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Man, I don't really know, but this is not a good place to be. They should definitely destroy that bridge.
To the city. It was completely abandoned since the early 70s, and today, nature has reclaimed it, making it look haunted and mysterious. It was abandoned very abruptly, almost like if one day everyone there just stood up and walked away. Everything is still there. Desks, lamps, bathtubs. The place still smells like a hospital, and...
Are you telling me that people go there? Maybe like with protective gear, but... Damn, man, like, I don't know.
Everything is still there. Desks, lamps, bathtubs. The place still smells like a hospital, and on the area around it, you can see lampposts sticking up through the trees and weeds, and you can make out the old roads that were there.
Count me out.
The island now looks like how the world would end up if all the human beings suddenly disappear. There's also a creepy, abandoned theater, a chapel, and, of course, a morgue. The island's history is riddled with pain and death. In 1904, a steamship suddenly burst into flames, and in the days after, 1,021 bodies washed ashore the island. Nowadays, it is absolutely illegal to visit it, unless of course you have a special permit, and even then you have to be escorted by a tour guide. As you can see, the world is full of strange and secret places. I didn't know there were so many.
That's it, man. Yeah, so let me know what you think about this video, you know, there are certain places that you're not supposed to go to, man. Like even certain doors should be kept shut. But you know what to do. If you're new on this channel, please consider giving your guy a thumbs up the video, give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing. I'm really going to appreciate, and thank you for your support. And I hope as time goes by, I'm going to improve more on my YouTube skills of doing this. So you know what to do, man. Please give this video a thumbs up and tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.